Hi and welcome back to the Grow Taller Guru channel. Thank you to everybody who liked, commented and subscribed on the last video from last week. It really helped me out. I know I didn't get a chance to answer everybody's comment on the last video, but I will try my best this week. If you just have the same question or if you want to repeat the question, that's the same thing. But yeah, you know what I mean, then that's totally fine. Just ask me the same question on this week's video and I will answer it for you. So back to today's video. So from a comment or a DM, it might have been a DM actually, from last week, somebody asked, can I make gains, as in muscle gains, and also grow taller at the same time? Now I think this question can kind of be split into two parts. So I think the first part of it is, will weights stunt my growth? So will weight affect my height in terms of my growth being stunted? Which of course has been a lifelong rumour for ages. And the second part of it is, will weights or will doing weights actually help me to grow taller than I actually am predisposed to, let's say, as like an environmental factor. So let's take a look at the first one. So in terms of stunting your growth, weights, there's no scientific evidence to say that doing weights stunts your growth. I've probably used this example before, but Arnold Schwarzenegger started weights when he was in his teens and he grew to 6'2". So I would say that it does not. However, from personal experience, I've seen guys start weights in my school between the age of 13 and 14, and they were doing things like bicep curls, very isolated movements with smaller muscle groups. That's not to say that if they did something like pull-ups, which I think would actually perhaps enhance your growth spurt, as it not only decompresses the spine, but also it's going to give you that larger frame for wider shoulders and take a lot of the pressure off. So, but that's the next bit. But yeah, in terms of actually stunting your growth, I don't believe that weights does, but I do believe if you were 13, 14 and you started to hit the squat rack, or if you were doing deadlift, anything that would almost pull your body back down to earth and compress the spine, then I just don't feel that they're good at all. And I think if you do want to do that, then wait to a minimum of 18 years old before you start doing those kind of weights. But in terms of weight or body exercises that will perhaps enhance or help you to grow taller through your growth period, I would say pull-ups. So a wide grip pull-up, you don't have to go crazy wide, but just a decent width so you can still get your chin up to the bar. Chin-ups, which really elongate the lats, that's going to give you a deeper stretch than actually a wide grip pull-up. And that's why a lot of the times anyone who talks about growing taller, or they always recommend hanging, and there's a reason for that. It's because it does decompress the spine. Sorry, decompress the spine, and also it's going to build the muscle in those areas. So I do feel like pull-ups you could perhaps get away with if you started them early. That would be totally fine. But stay away from things like squats, shrugs, and deadlifts, which are compound movements. As well, I'd say chest press. You don't need to be doing chest press at 13 or 14 years old. And anything that's isolating smaller muscle groups, anything to do with your triceps, biceps, I would say doing your abdominals will be okay because they get overtrained every single day. So that would be fine. But I'd say if you really have to, then just go with something like pull-ups. Okay, so on to the second part of the question, which is, will doing weights or making muscle gains actually enhance my growth or my predisposed growth? And the answer is yes, because I've included numerous amounts of different workouts in the Grow Taller Pyramid Secret, because I know for a fact that actually once you do reach a certain age, that actually doing certain bodyweight exercises, certain compound movements will actually release a lot of growth hormone, which will help you to grow taller. Not only that, but things like, I know I've already mentioned it, but pull-ups, they do decompress the spine, and combine that with stretching and you're onto a winner when it comes to growing taller. So, because of the optimal growth age for girls starting at 2 years before boys, that girls could actually begin to do their weights earlier than boys. So for girls, I would say if you want to hit the gym at 16, by all means, go for it. If you want to start the Grow Taller Pyramid Secret at 16, that's cool with me. I think you'll be totally fine. But with guys, just from the evidence that I've seen, even though there is no scientific evidence to say that weights do stunt your growth, from my own personal experience, I feel like they could. So I would rather you not take the risk, because there's no need to start weights before you're 18. You know, whatever body that you want, you will be able to get when you're 18, if you know what I mean. So you'll be totally fine. Wait till you're 18, then you're in the safe zone then. You're in the safe zone, and then you know for sure that you'll be totally fine to start your Grow Taller program. So yes, in terms of growing taller and also making gains, they go hand in hand. They synchronize together perfectly. I do feel that it's one of the main methods that I use in order to help release growth hormone. So it's essential. It is absolutely essential that you do some kind of muscle building program in order to get taller. So I hope that answers the question. Just to summarize what I've already said, what I'm going to say is that if you do want to start weights, if you do want to start going to the gym and pumping iron, then for girls, I would try to avoid it up until you're about 16 years old. For guys, 18 years old, so don't go to the gym. For girls, until you're 16. For guys, until you're 18. And if you do really need to do something before then I'd recommend doing either chin-ups, pull-ups. You can train your abs, you can do numerous amounts of cardio, you know, as much as you please. So if you want to do sprints, if you want to go cycling, if you want to do some steady state cardio, just fast-paced walking, or all those kind of things are great up until them ages. And then I would recommend, yes, go to the gym, start doing things like squats, your compound movements, deadlifts, a big chest press, and that will help you out, help you to release the growth hormone required in order to get you to that potential height. But up until them ages, you'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. So thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and if you do have any further questions, please leave them in the comment section below and I will try to answer them as fast as possible. And I'll speak to you next time. Goodbye. Movie, yes, we're all good. Let's just, I think the only thing that mine struggles with is when I'm doing this. Doesn't seem, oh no, oh it got it, look, it's got it. 8 hours, there. Autofocus. Oh, it's got it today, so it's working. Cool. Alright, no worries. No worries, mate. Let's just fucking compare these two. The skulls, the bodies. I don't know if it's hard, but I like it. So, yeah.